Hello, Jim. Thank you for new product in for review, and it's the Hohem iSteady Mobile 3-axis handheld stabilising gimbal for smartphones. So you've got a max payload 280 grams, inception mode, panning 600 degrees, rotation, trigger button for sport mode and recenter, wide audio auto tracking, motion, time lapse, panorama and zoom control. So it's got Hohem on the side. This is what it looks like on the back. And you have got your app to download, of course, which you need to get most of the features. So let's open up and see what it's like inside. Right. Okay. So you got a nice case, which is nice. And it's a hard case as well. With Hohem branding, you can see all the outfit there. You've got your zipper on the side. And just open it around like so. And here is your user guides here. And your app, Hohem Joy, which we'll be testing out. First up is our USB cable, which is USB-A to USB-C. You've got a tripod. You've got your salt. And you've got the gimbal itself. So, it looks very nice indeed. So you've got all your buttons here. You've got a mode button, directional keep or circular directional pad here. Your power here. You can mount it obviously onto other things. I don't think that'll fit in there though. This will go on the bottom. So you've got additional mounts. You can use this and mount it there. And you can see you've got a lock mechanism here, which will extend the arm. You place your device in there. As you can see, it'll be pointing out that way. And you can see the movement on it there, which is pretty nice and pretty clear. LEDs on the side. You have another button on the back here. And that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do is test it out, set it up, and we'll get back to you. So stay tuned after the break for that. Looking forward to testing this out, as we're testing quite a few gimbals lately. And it's the latest one in. So we'll talk to you after the break. So here's a quick example for show you what options that you have in this. You do have some cool video editing tools there. So you're going to press start and go and do that. And then it'll start going around like so, which is pretty cool. So you'll see my hand coming up there. So as you can see how stable that is and how still, which gives professionals a good tool to use if you wanted to get something in this capture, for example. So just an idea of what you get with some of the tools that are in the app. Pretty neat. So I'm going to show you what this comes out after the break here. So if you go in here, you can see and that's just one of the functions on it there to give you an idea of what tools that you have. It's really cool. So, more after the break. Hello, and it's Jim back with the iSteady Mobile 3-axis handheld stabilising gimbal. We're going to have a quick look at the features on it there now. And at the end we'll have some clips on what's going on. Just going to quickly go through what's on it and all that. So, up on front here you have got your different modes which you switch through by pressing this button here. So you've got pan follow on tilt, all locked, and POV. So that will follow, the locked version will follow subjects and all that kind of stuff. It's a simple gimbal to use overall. You've got your zoom button here. So if you see, for example, I have a zoom button there, like so, which is pretty cool. And works really well. And then you've got your axis here to spin on by spinning across, up and down, all like that. Like so. That's how that works basically. And then you've got your power button here at the front. And you've also got your button at the back. as well, which is there too. So you can use the power button for calibrating as well. You'll press that 5 times and to rebalance. You can also use the back button, pressing twice. Sorry, you'll press the mode button 5 times should you need to recalibrate, and you press the back button twice to recentralize. So it all works pretty simply, and it's also a trigger button as well, the back button here. And that's basically all there is to it, really. It's not a complicated gimbal to use like some gimbals can be. This is fairly simple to use. You've different modes there. So you press once, press twice, press again. You can see it moving down there. And you go back up to the top. And that's what the light was there. And it'll set on that feature there. So you can pick from whichever of them suits you best. So we're going to have a look at the app now. So you go into the app. Okay, I'm going to bring her in. Just going to move up a bit more. You have got working mode, follow speed, motor response, all these kind of things in here. Joystick reverse, joystick speed. You can change all them settings in there, which is pretty cool. So it's a nice easy option and app to walk through. And you have different settings and motor responses on your follow speed and your pan follow, all that kind of stuff within the settings of the app there. So that's the gimbal parameter settings. So just press over there. Then you've got your other options here, your PV, your brightness, saturation, all that kind of stuff in here. So then you've got different modes to go into. You've got motion, slow motion, you've got time lapse, you've got video, you've got photo, and you've got movement. So you would have seen a sample of that before this already, and that's basically what that is. So you've got different options there to play with there, like so, which is pretty cool. So you have all that stuff in there to mess around with, and basically that's all there is to it, and how simple it is to use. You can use that more so as a creator kind of function if you're into that kind of stuff. For me, it's just film certain things and all that kind of stuff there. So you've got Z and F in there. You can see here what's going on. You've got your video resolution, frame rate, and again your full settings in there. And of course, hello, there's me there. And that's for filming back at yourself. And then you've got your AI as well. So you've got photo V-hand gesture as well. So you can use that too. And then you've got your beauty options as well if you want to use them. Which I wouldn't be using. And that's what's basically all that's in the app. And to make this device horizontal, you'll just swing the unit to the left and it'll stand up straight rather than having it that way as well. And then you'll just have your typical app there, with your albums, your own account, and which you would have seen there with some stuff shot on there from earlier on. And of course you got tutorials in there as well. So we're going to show you some two samples with and without the gimbal after the break, and that'll wrap up the review, and we leave a link to where you can pick it up. But again, as I said, it's a simple gimbal to use. It's well built and, you know, easy in comparison to some other gimbals that are out there. And you've got your battery status LED in the side, your trigger button here, and you can see how well it works. It doesn't move at all, even all that messing around. And you've everything at the front here is all you need. Up, down, left and right. Change your mode, your zoom, button at the back, and you can recalibrate here and then just change there with all the modes. So check the videos after the break and we'll see you then. That wrap up the review. And now we're on the same idea, handheld this time with the phone, shot in 4K again, and we'll give you some idea of the difference between the two. So we're going to zoom in there. So this is using the phone's functions rather than the phone or the gimbal with the app that comes with it for your zoom and that. So we go up and down handheld, and left and right and so on. And that'll be it. So this is a sample in the gimbal now itself. It's a pretty miserable day here today, but have to get things done, so we're going to do some moving around. Got your zoom. So you can go up like so and down, nice and smooth, in comparison to some other gimbals testing at the moment. And that's what it looks like there anyway.